Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 10 of unit number 5 partial differential equation. In this lecture we are going to do examples based on Char-Pit method, that is examples on nonlinear partial differential equation of order 1. So here I have listed some problems in front of you. Some of these problems I will solve and some problem I will leave for you for practice. Now for solving examples using Char-Pit method, in previous lecture we have discussed the working rule. That working rule we are going to follow for solving this Char-Pit method examples. Hope you have gone through all the rules. And after that, in coming lecture, the last type of problem based on Char-Pit method, that special cases. These 4 cases example also we are going to do in coming video. Okay. So in this video we are going to do examples based on that working rule using Char-Pit method. So let us apply the working rule and that auxiliary equation method. So I will do the problem number 1 here. In the given problem, f of x comma y comma z comma p comma q equal to 0 is your given differential equation. Here we have to equate it to 0. For that purpose, the terms on the left can be taken on the right, or terms on the right can be taken on the left, whichever is the convenient. So here I will take that z on the left, so I will get p square plus qy minus z equal to 0. Use this equation number 1. Now use the auxiliary equations of Char-Pit method. So Char-Pit's auxiliary equation are, first auxiliary equation, it is dp by fx plus p fz dq by fy plus q fz. Then the last 3 ratios are negative, minus dx by fp minus dy by fq and minus dz by pfp plus qfq. Okay, this is the Char-Pit's auxiliary equations. Now for determining these equations, we need to calculate the 5 derivatives of f with respect to x, y, z and pq. So let us calculate these derivatives. So first, fx derivative with respect to x is 0 of this equation. There is no term of x. With respect to y is q, with respect to z minus 1, with respect to p 2p, with respect to q y. Now this derivative I am going to put in the auxiliary equations. So dp by fx plus p fz will give us minus p dq by fy plus q fz. Fz is minus 1, so minus q plus q 0, minus dx by fp 2p, then dy by fq minus dy by fq is q, y, and dz by pfp plus qfq. P into fp, that is 2p square, plus q into this y, that is qy. Okay, this is fq. So these are the auxiliary equations. Now one, in this denominator we are having 0, so if we equate this with any one, we'll get one relation, dq equal to 0. Means if you equate this, if we consider these two, if you take 0 on the right, we'll get dq equal to 0. On integrating, this will give us q equal to a, some constant. A is a constant of integration. Now this obtained value of q, this one relation we obtain, that we are going to put in the equation number 1. So to get the value of p. Okay, and once we get the value of p and q we obtain, now we have to obtain the value of p using equation 1. On using in 1, and once we get p and q, that can be used in the equation dz equal to p dx plus q dy. Okay, and that can be integrable, that has to be integrable. So it will be p square plus qy, given equation is qy means ay, q, the value of q we are replacing by a, minus z equal to 0. If we solve this for p, we'll get p equal to square root of z minus ay. Now we have p and we have q, use in the equation dz. Okay, now I am writing that equation, differential equation. We have dz equal to p dx plus q dy. Put the value of p and q. P is square root of z minus ay dx plus q is a dy. Okay, now I'm going to simplify this differential equation so that it will be integrable. Now if you take this on left, we'll get dz minus a dy equal to root of z minus ay dx. Now if you see, we have here z minus ay, its derivative will be dz minus a dy. If you differentiate this, we'll get dz and a constant, derivative of y dy. So that derivative is available here. So we'll take this on the left. So that will give us dz minus a dy divided by root of z minus ay equal to dx. Now this is like variable separable form. The quantity inside root, its derivative is available in the numerator. So on integrating, we can integrate this. We'll get here dz minus a dy square root of z minus ay. On the left, integral dx plus new constant b. Right? Now the quantity inside root has derivative in the numerator. So we have one formula in integration. We have f dash by root f integration equals to, if the quantity inside root has derivative in the numerator, its integration is 2 times root of f. Hence, by using this rule, this will be equal to 2 times root of z minus ay. Integration of dx is x plus b. So this will be the final relation in terms of x, y, z, a, b, okay, which is free of p and q. Hence, this is the what? After integrating this equation, dz equal to p dx plus q dy, we get our final solution. This is the complete integral. This is the required complete integral of one given differential equation. So this is how you need to follow the process of Char-Pit method. Okay, these integrations may be difficult to handle, but if you see them carefully, definitely you will find that they are integrable. Now let us take another problem. This is the second problem from that list. Now the f from this relation can be written as p square x plus q square y. Now I am transferring this z on the right. So I will get this equation. Give this equation number 1. Now auxiliary equations you write. Char-Pit's auxiliary equations are, write down all the equations. dp by fx plus p, this you need to remember well, fz dq by fy plus qfz, and last 3 negative, minus dx by fp minus dy by fq minus dz by pfp plus qfq. Now find the 5 derivatives of this f. Okay, so fx of the relation I will keep in front of you, it is p square x plus q square y minus z. So fx is p square, fy is q square, fz is minus 1, fp is 2px, fq is 2qy. So these are the derivatives. Therefore auxiliary equations becomes dp by fx plus pfz. So p into fz, that is minus p. So p square minus p dq by q square, that is fy minus q, minus dx by fp, that is 2px, minus dy by fq, that is 2qy, and minus dz by pfp plus qfq. So if multiply this by p, it will be 2 times p square x plus q square y. Okay, so we have obtained the auxiliary equation. Now we need to determine one relation between in terms of p or in terms of q, and that value of p or q we are going to put in 1. Now consider the suitable ratio. Now if you see the fractions, will not get easily two fractions which will give us a relation between f of x, y, z, p, or single relation between p and q. Means we cannot easily determine two ratios if we take any two ratio combination. It is difficult right now to get a variable separable form and integration. Okay, now we are going, in such a case we are going to consider new ratios. Okay, by observing these ratios we are going to consider new ratios of the type here p square dx plus 2p x dx 2px dp divided by, now what we are going to do, we are going to multiply this by p square. This minus I am taking in the denominator, p square ds. Okay, so if you multiply by this by p square, in the denominator I will get minus 2p cube x, and I am multiplying to first ratio by 2px to dp. So if you multiply by this by 2px, I will get plus 2p cube x minus 2p into p 2p square x. Same thing I am going to do for this one and this one. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am multiplying q square by dy and here 2qy dq. So what I will get, I will get here 2 cube y, which is negative. This minus I am taking denominator, and to the second ratio I have multiplied by 2qy. So if you multiply by 2qy, this will be plus 2 cube y minus 2q square y. So what is going to happen, this 2 will get cancelled here. This can be written as derivative of p square x. If you differentiate p square x by u into v rule, you will get this derivative. Similarly, this numerator can be written as derivative of q square y. Okay, and here in the denominator what will remain, minus 2p square x, here minus 2q square y. Now this minus 2 also going to get cancelled on from both sides. So we'll have derivative of p square x in the numerator divided by p square x. Here derivative of q square y in the numerator, here q square y. Okay, this minus 2 is cancelled. On integrating, means we have obtained one differential equations which is in variable separable form, but this adjustment you need to understand for this particular problem. We are forming new ratios, and whatever new ratios we are forming by multiplying to the original ratios, these ratios will be equal to previous ratios. So this is also new ratio I have formed, this is also new ratio I have formed. Whatever new ratios you are going to form by multiplication to numerator and denominator and adding, these new ratios also will be equal to the previous ratios. Okay, that's why these two are equal. On integrating, we'll get, this is the log of p square x equal to log of q square y, and I will add the constant of integration as log of a. So after taking this on this side, we'll get p square x by q square y equal to a. So we'll get the value of p square x equal to a times q square, a times q square y. Now this value of p square x can be substituted in the given equation, which will give us z equal to, the given equation is p square x plus q square y, so it will become a q square y plus q square y. So we'll get a plus 1 times q square y as z, right? That is, we'll get, if we solve this for q, we'll get this q as square root of z by a plus 1 times y. Now this is the value of q, and the value of p can be obtained from here, means q square y we have obtained, right? Q square y means q we have obtained. The value of q can be put in here to get the value of p. So if you do calculation here itself, so here if you solve this for p, we are having value of p as, if you solve this for p, we'll get p as a ay by x into q square. So after cross aqy square, aq square y x. So p square will be ay by x into this q square, that is z by a plus 1 y, that is az by x into a plus 1 is the value of p square. Okay, and its root will be p square root of az by x into a plus 1. Okay, now these values of p and q we are going to put in the equation dz equal to p dx plus q dy. So dz equal to p dx plus q dy. I have substituted the value of p and q. This value of p we have obtained root of az by a plus 1 into x, and this value of q we have obtained root of z by a root of a plus 1 into y. These a are constant. Okay, now in the next step I have divided throughout by root z. So root z here will get cancelled. So on the left we will have dz by root az. After cancelling out root z, here will remain root of a by a plus 1, and this root x will go in the denominator of dx. Okay, I have written in the denominator of dx. These are constant terms. 1 by root of a plus 1 is also constant. This root y I have written in the denominator of y. Now this is the differential equation in variable separable form, which is integrable. On integration, the integration of dz by root z is 2 root z. The integration of dx by root x is 2 root x. Integration of this is 2 root y. Other things are constant, and plus new constant of integration b. Okay, now this is the relation between x, y, z and a and b, and which is our final complete integral of the problem. So it is quite different example. Okay, so many things, this new adjustment we have done, and after that we have obtained the relation between p and q. Is p square x value we have obtained, and because p square x is available in the given equation, so that value I have replaced in the given equation. So from that I have done the calculation for q. This obtained value of q again I have substituted here to obtain the value of p. Okay, that calculation you check, and these obtained values of p and q I have substituted in dz equal to p dx plus q dy, and after that on integrating I have obtained the complete integral. So this is how we do in CRPD method. Examples are quite lengthy also. Okay, and now the remaining problem, there are total 5-6 problem I am leaving for you. Okay, not all of them will not be like all of them will not be that difficult. Okay, you just try to follow the process, get auxiliary equation, check the ratios, then whatever equation value of q or p will get, that we are using in equation 1, and then p and q we substitute in dz equal to p dx plus q dy differential equation, and then we integrate it to get the solution. Okay, if you have any kind of, if you need any kind of help for solving this example, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number, or you can write in comment box your doubts. Fine, so that's it from this lecture. In coming lecture we are going to do the special cases of CRPD method. Okay, thank you.